morning and welcome for those who joined us. We're very happy to have you. So many people here. Are you ready for this second day? Oh, you're not really ready, huh? I can see some people over there. They're already partying. Are you ready for this second day? That's it. You are ready. Very happy to welcome you here at Sanofi's booth. Plenty of innovations to discover. I'm Cristina Balanos and delighted to be presenting and moderating this fantastic booth. It's obviously the best booth ever, obviously. And let's start with a session talking about the holistic and pervasive adoption of AI in Sanofi. So please welcome the Global Head of Data and Artificial Intelligence, Kaoutar Sghiouer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy to be here with you this morning. Let's start by, I think, in our lives all together. We have, I will say, every thing that we have or every innovation in a company starts with a trigger event. For us, the AI innovation starts
We aim to be
with that one.
the world's leading pharmaceutical company using AI at scale.
So with this announcement in June 2022, we decided to be the best biopharma company powered by AI at scale. So when we decide that, how we will be, how we start this execution, because it's not only a dream, it's not only about following a hype. So we chose 4 elements to be there, to be where we are today as Sanofi with AI. So the first one, it was about simplification. It needs to be simplified, easy to digest for every Sanofian, for everyone who is working inside and outside with and for Sanofi. Then the second one, it's about adoption. It needs to be adopted by everyone, to be by everyone. And we started several elements that I will describe in this presentation. Then, once it's adopted, of course, we need to move to accelerate. It needs to be an acceleration. Because our journey, it's not only for today, it's not only for tomorrow, for some years, it's for 2030. That's our ambition. And then, when it's accelerated, it needs to be sustainable. And sustainability, it's not about only eco-sustainability, but also sustainability of a product, sustainability of the vision, sustainability of our deliverable. So the simplification, how we did it, for us, it was to split AI inside Sanofi in 3 buckets. It's not something that you will find on the state of the art. It's really our internal definition, and it's our internal clustering. So the first one, it's AI for experts, what we call the expert AI. It's really in a domain, manufacturing, in R&D, commercial, corporate function. It's really for expertise. The other one, it's snackable AI, which is like a word invented by our CEO, like snacks, to be for everyone without being expert. That can use AI, can interact with AI, can even build AI without really being expert, and we can use it day to day to make efficient decision. So then we put a little bit aside Gen AI and AI agent for a simple reason, because if you remember all, in 2010, all companies invested in AI. They invested $1. All, the advisor, they said, for $1 invested, you will get $5. And after a year, the opposite occurred. They lost $4 or more. So for us, it was putting a little bit aside Gen AI and AI agents. First, it's not to say, okay, it's a hype, great, but let's see if there are concrete outcomes that we can have to help us in the acceleration that we wanted to have, but also to sustain our deliverable to the patients. But as a pharma company, again, it's not about hype. We are working and managing sensitive data. And in AI, you can have bias. You can have, I would say, an issue with accuracy. So, and even on sustainability. Our business, it's for patients. We are working for patient care. We are discovering molecules. It needs to be accurate. We are recruiting patients. We are doing clinical trial. So all those kind of stuff needs accuracy 100%. So that's why for all of that, we put RAISE, what we call in Sanofi responsible AI at Sanofi, to ensure robustness, to ensure the eco-sustainability, the accuracy, security of the data, but all of that with governance, clear one in the process, end-to-end, from the part when we start to ingest the data to the other hand, which is the outcomes of AI. So that was our first, I will say, job to say, okay, let's simplify it, to make it easy for everyone who wanna to be more on snackable AI and the other one on expert AI to see or to know how they can manage it. Then let's adopt it, because everyone, every human in this planet is cared about how AI is revolutioning the world. And for us it was, if you wanted to scale, if you wanted to have the right molecule in the market, and if you wanted to accelerate, we need to have a believer. It starts by us as an employee of the company, and then by the market. So how we facilitated the adoption? Two things. The first one is concierge. If you have a time, you can visit the booth and you will see a demo. It's like a conciergerie in Sanofi where you can book meetings, where you can execute tasks, summarize documents, analyze some internal data, synthesize some documents also, and information that we can have, but also it can be used by experts, like finding the right data. What are the data that I have in Sanofi? What are the AI agents that I have that can help me to accelerate my day-to-day job? Instead of building new stuff, what are the commonalities that we have in this company to help me to accelerate and to the benefit from the existing stuff that we have? So that's concierge, but again, for the details, let's go to see the demo and concrete stuff. Then we have also Play. We have another booth. It's an app that we built with our partner, Ailey Lab. It's everything about resource allocation, decision making. What are the decisions that I can do today in real time? It's what if else scenario that are available for financial, for R&D, for manufacturing, everything related to simulation, and what if and else is there, and you can see a great demo also here in that booth. So that was our apps to showcase and to help adoption, and to showcase that AI is here to help human and not to replace human. And it was a key for adoption. But also what we did, for example, last year in 2024, a month, it was in April, INAI month. It was a full month to educate people, to upskill them, to help them to play with tools, with AI, and to feel themselves part of this journey, of this marathon that we took. Because why I call it marathon? Because I think you know that for a molecule to be available in the market from discovery to patient care, it's about 15 years. So what about accelerate this journey and having every Sanofian part of it to be there? So that's key for us, and that was the adoption of AI in Sanofi. Some key elements, I said that with Concierge, we are able to summarize, synthesize documents. So today, 200,000 documents was summarized using Concierge by my colleague and by Sanofian. So 80% total workforce used Concierge at least once today. And the thing that's really important, and I am very proud of it, is the 90%. The 90% of positive feedback. And that's for us, that's the key, that we did it. The adoption is here. People, they are believer, and we are all ready to move to the next step, which is accelerate. We need to accelerate. We need to scale. It's not only concierge, it's not only commercial, it's not only R&D or M&S, it's all of that. It's for all our value chain, from research, development, manufacturing, supply chain, corporate function, commercial, and patient care at the end. And of course, with all of that, the Sanofi and the employee are involved, and they are here to help to accelerate. Now, let's talk about the ambition with AI, because again, it's not about a hype. We are not doing AI, Gen AI agent because someone in this world is doing that and they are seeing benefits. For us, it's really a key and important, and we see it's a technology that can help us to reduce the time from discovery to patient care. Our ambition is to halve that time. What about moving from 15 years to 6 years? Imagine all the disease that we still have today in this planet without treatment. How about if today I have this disease and I can imagine that in 6 years it's there? How many patients we can help? So that's the ambition, and AI is for us. That's ambition for us. It's to reduce time from discovery to patient care. And of course, we wanted to be best biopharma company because we wanted to be unique, to have a unique treatment in the market to help patients to have a treatment in this world. The other ambition is allocate 50% of our resource to innovation. 50% dedicated to innovation. So that's key element for us for our horizon, which is 2030. So where we are putting AI? As I mentioned, it's everywhere. In the detail, that's our chain of value. And you can see it also. We have a line that you can follow to see all the demo and the journey that I'm describing here. Because it's great to do a presentation and to talk and think, but sometimes you can say, we are bored, it's maybe bullshit, we are hearing AI everywhere, even in the kitchen today with the robots. But here, concrete stuff for the patient care, and there are some demos that showcase several elements like drug discovery, lead optimization, clinical trial, how we can fill document to regulator using AI and to reduce that time with great accuracy. What about once the molecule is here, how we can accelerate the market access, how we can commercialize and have an HCP engagement, but also patient engagement. Because at the end, it's for patients. So that's all our journey, where today we are using AI. But one key element on the top of that, it's employee experience, it's the user experience. Because again, not everyone is AI expert. No, everyone will understand what does it mean, neural network, deep learning, LLM, all those kind of things. What I need as a user is to have great user experience to understand how this AI product will help me in my day-to-day to achieve the objective, which is to reduce the timeline between discovery and therapy. So that's why it's really nice to see all the tools. Feedback, comments are really welcome. So let's move to Gen AI. Gen AI, again, it's a new hype. So now it's for last year, that started already. We embraced Gen AI, fully embraced Gen AI, but adapted to Sanofi for conversational elements, documents, content creation, also for the data. Because we are embracing a new wave, which is what about having AI with data that's not truly available today inside Sanofi or even outside? What about using this technology to create secure data? It seems like a dream, but what about to do it? And that's also something that we are looking for, to have a data-driven decision support with the data that we have inside, but also something that we don't have today. And of course, biopharma company, we can't do it without having this opportunity to use Gen AI on drug discovery. Today, for example, we are using it on CSR, clinical study document. Also, we are a report, on CTD, on HACA, we have some demo here. For regulatory purpose, all those kind of things where sometimes it's a deadlock in the R&D, we are using AI to unlock those roadblocks in the company or even in the market for such a domain. Now let's have a look on the platform. we built our GenAI platform thanks to a wonderful team. Some of them, they are here today. We can discuss with him to have more details. But we are reusing everything we built from 2020 second. Remember Paul's announcement? It's several years ago. We are scaling. We are not just executing. We are not delivering. We delivered stuff. We are more now moving to the other wave, which is scaling, embracing it in a large scale. So we used everything related to our AI-ready data. Because no AI in Sanofi if we are not AI-ready data. The data need to be secured, need to be with a good quality, without bias, needs to be trusted. And the process needs to be clear from research to employee experience. So we have that concept. If you are not AI-ready data, there is no product based on AI will be built or developed inside Sanofi. So we have a governance around that, and we have tools that we are using on that. So that's basically, so the tools that we are using, what we call one mesh, the process of data governance, architecture, flexible architecture, because again, the innovation is not for today, it's for 2030 that we are working, the ambition to, and we need to have a flexibility in architecture, and being best biopharma company at scale with AI, it's not only building internal stuff, it's also about having the best partner on each technology, on the data, on the AI, on security, on everything around the product that we are building. So let's move to AI agent. We embraced, of course, AI agent. And on Concierge, we have already AI agent there, deployed. But how we are taking AI agent? First, we have to understand the definition of it. An agent, it's about the ability to observe. To observe like I'm doing today. I'm seeing who starts already to be bored by my presentation. Who said, what, she's just saying a shit, and I need to leave. And who said, oh, that's great. Sanofi, they are doing a great job with AI. This lady on stage, she's not saying shit. And I need to have a balance between the first observation, the second one. But for an agent, it's not only two observations. It's a million, a billion of observation of the context that they need to observe to be able to make decision. And when I say that, it's related also to the AI-ready data. It's about the data that we have. It's trusted data or not. So then they can plan, evaluate, understand the context, and then execute with a autonomy, threshold of autonomy. Again, we are a biopharma company. We can't give a full autonomy to AI agent, even if we have the AI-ready data there, even if we have the governance of the process, even all things, even if we can see the accuracy of 90, 100%, zero tolerance, zero risk. So we have also on AI agent a control about the threshold. And it seems easy, but from a AI expertise and from a technical expertise, it's not easy to manage and to digest and to deploy and to put in place. And I think if all the AI experts here, they can confirm that. So because this ability to do the reasoning, to keep the memory, what I saw before several years, what I see now, and how we can act for the future, it's not something really easy, even with the best AI algorithm in the world. So that was our definition. So I know it's... So we lost the screen. But basically, where today we are using AI, AI agent, it's on all the chain, the value chain, but we chose some, I would say, less risky elements, because AI for some companies, it's on the whole value chain like Sanofi, and it's a quick win. For biopharma company, it's different, because it depends on the old value chain. If I put myself on the commercialization, on the HCP engagement, patient engagement, it's a quick win. We can deploy AI agent and we can see the value in real time or in a short time. But what about putting ourselves in the other side, which is the research, the discovery of the molecule, the development of it, the supply chain, that are long-term vision. And yes, some AI agents can be there, but the efficiency can't be seen really today quickly as the other parts that I mentioned about the commercialization. So we chose some elements like operation, market access, medical sales and marketing, and of course corporate function and collaboration. But as I mentioned, it's not easy to digest, so I will move on that one, because again, behind AI agents, security, because there are new elements coming with the technology of AI agents. The security today and how we are seeing it will change in terms of action, in terms of behavior, in terms of timeline. If it was a minute yesterday, today it's a second, or even less than a second with the AI agent. So that's the other side that we need to take into account when we are deploying AI agents. That was for us key technological element that we need to take into account about data access, registration that we have, who have access to what. Because remember the observation, I'm observing, but do you have the right access to act or not? Do I have the right access to take your outcomes and to use it for something else, even if in the same company, but still in this value chain, there are some risky elements. And of course, we need to have monitoring or a tracking for the whole value chain of the AI agent, how they are reacting, acting, analyzing, and operating. So, and when we talk about second in mind, it's about scalability. It's not because we are managing 2, 3, maybe teradata that we are able to scale large scale. So all of kind of element that it needs to be taken into account when we are building AI agent. But on the top, as I mentioned, for the AI and Gen AI, we still have the same thing. It's about the governance. All the governance is applied to the AI agent. And when we look to those key elements, you see how it's complex. It's not just plug and play and it works. It's not so magic. It depends on the data that you have, on the business process that you have that help to work. And all that kind of thing that we are taking into account to build our AI agent. Garbage in, garbage out. Now, let's move a little bit to the part of research, because at the beginning, I start to talk about play, concierge, HCP engagement, patient engagement, but what about research? We are using AI in the fact that, for example, to find the right molecule by accelerating the drug discovery, but also the reaction of patients. When you are doing your clinical trial, the patient maybe will not react the same way, in the same manner, to the same drug, right? So what about using data and AI to predict the patient response? Imagine today we have the molecule and you are able to do the prediction. How much time we are saving? How much life are we saving? So with AI, we are able to identify the high-risk patient earlier. We are able to optimize the treatment strategy, even in the development side, but also to push the boundaries with having a precision medicine in immunoscience. Again, we shift on immunoscience, and it's not easy. So, and even using a non-deterministic technology like AI, it adds more complexity. But we are doing that for patients. And of course, we are sustaining. How we are sustaining? I would say the white side of the iceberg, it's AI agent working, is the demo, is the product with the patient engagement, HCP engagement, on CSR, on research. But there is another one. It's not a dark, it's a purple because we are Sanofi. And behind that, it's all the complexity that I mentioned about the data availability, accuracy, trustworthiness, the process, governance. And when we I will take just one of those elements, like the processes. Just the processes. To modernize that, it's huge. To have a commonalities, to be one voice for whole company, it's a complex thing, and it's a complex thing for all companies in that world. So we are modernizing that, and we are working together, one voice. Remember the first element, simplification and adoption, it's here. That's key, because to sustain, to accelerate, the adoption needs to be here. So for AI, we have two key elements: data by design, AI by design. It's not incremental. It's not, okay, I have a great idea where I can put AI. Oh, that will be great in my scope, in my perimeter. I see the value, and it's specific. Because if we are working really data and AI by design for everyone to have commonalities and to have foundation. So we started by the foundation, that they are there for data and AI, to be able to scale, to have really access to the market, to speed to value, to speed to market. So 9 principles for us. You will see in other companies 3, 2, 4. For us, it's 9. We love complexity, we manage complexity, and we wanted to scale with complexity. So, strategic alignment. We need all of us, because if you remember the value chain, we have dependencies, but it doesn't mean it's incremental. Everything is going in the same time, in parallel, so of course we need to be aligned with how we are going with data and AI, what are the commonalities, what I need from you as a research department or development or manufacturing and so on. So, and we wanted to accelerate the data discovery, or what we call talk to data. How can I know what are the data that we have in the market in Sanofi? How can I combine these data together? How can I have the access and the insight in a second, in a minute? So we are facilitating the data access by building our foundation, but also by using GenAI to talk to data. Of course, accelerating the AI readiness. You can say, okay, but AI, it exists from 1956. But we're still discovering stuff. We need to adopt it and to be ready as a Sanofi to achieve our objective, which is patient care. And of course, to ensure reusability. Everything ready here needs to be reused in Sanofi. Innovation at scale, remember 50% of resource allocated to innovation. And we need to do innovation not for a hype, not for a fun, but for a purpose. So, and we are tracking the value. Again, it's not about hype, and we need to monitor this value that we are getting from every data AI product developed in this company. And of course, data and AI experience for everyone, for every user, is a key. Governance by design. Biopharma company, regulation, sensitive data, it needs to be from the beginning and not to wait to have great AI tools and say, okay, what about the governance? What about the data? What about the use of it? Are we compliant? No, it's from the beginning. It's governance by design, and of course, strategic foresight. And maybe one last thing sits for us, for the believer, the Sanofian believer, we are all believer. That's why I call ourselves the believer of data and AI as a technology. We believe that AI won't replace humans, but human who is using AI will replace the one who is not using AI. And that's it for me. Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Kaoutar. Do we have one? We have the time for one question, if you wish. Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Kaoutar. Amazing presentation, very inspiring. The last quote says, AI won't replace the human, but human will replace those who use AI. My question is, have you been thinking to apply AI and AI agents for the part of value chain that you perform, like engineering, data, AI development itself? So for engineers, AI engineers, all the other. Is it a part of your, let's say, use cases? And if so, how do you tackle that one?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question. Of course, yes. For engineering, it's we are thinking about using for no code, for accelerating apps. What about developing all the apps fully with the AI agent? And yeah, it's part of it. I don't know if Nick is here, but we have the head of software engineer. I have a bit with him on that, where and also with some people here, that I think that the AI agent will change a little bit the world of software engineering and even data engineer.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
You stay with us anyway, so if we have
Yes.
other questions, you have the time. Thank you very much. A great
Thank
applause
you.
again. Thank you. And dear audience, we have plenty of things to discover. As we said, you have a corridor with research and development, from research and development up to patients. Enjoy and have a visit also at our McLaren fantastic car GT3 for you. See you in about 12 minutes for our next session. Thank you.